Всем здрасте! Мы продолжаем нашу игру в Hogwarts Legacy. Ух, вчера я просто махом вырубилась, если честно, после того, как вот это вот все проиграла. Было очень интересно в этом плане. Так, кстати, о птичках. Ага, ага, ага. Так, мне, короче, тут подкинули такую мысль касаемо того, что, блин, русификатор и так далее. Блин, честно признаюсь, я, короче, вспомнила об этом только вот уже вот-вот, короче, минуту буквально назад про этот русификатор. Ну, в следующий раз, короче, я его уже загружу. Вот, не буду я уже мучиться. Вот. Сейчас мы обойдемся и без озвучки. Ладно, хрен с ним. 4, почти 5 часов. Я вчера посмотрела, это было что-то 10 минут не хватало буквально до 5 часов игры. Это жестко. Я не помню, когда я последний раз, вот, может, с полгодика назад, когда у меня была очень долгая трансляция, 6 часов. Это было прям, да. Вот. Что еще хотела сказать? Прям затягивает. Я прям так в таком наслаждении. Я проснулась и такая, блин, надо по-быстрому дела все сделать по дому и сесть играть, потому что, ну, очень интересно. Пока ребенок занимается своими также делами, я это могу сделать. Сегодня на данный момент какой план? Сегодня я поиграю относительно недолго.
Мама, машу Микки.
Мишки, да, вижу.
Это Микки Фуни.
Зомби? Понятно, дочь. Вот. Мы поиграем, получается. Мне надо будет сделать
Это
перерыв
Фуни.
на
Это
буквально
Фуни.
пару
И
часов,
такой.
и потом мы возвращаемся. Ух ты. Ну, ладно.
Ой, что ты делаешь?
Поговорить с Себастьяном. Ну, значит, побежали за Себастьяном.
Крокодильный вкусно. Это Фуни. Это Микки Фуни.
Вот. Короче, мне это все дело очень понравилось. Это действительно интересно. Я рекомендую. Честно признаюсь, я рекомендую.
Why is whenever I hear from Hogwarts, broken school rules again? I'd like
А их не поменяли.
but no.
Крутые
What
штуки.
did I ever do to deserve this? For ungrateful, ungrateful.
Я бы такие постоянно мужу отправляла. Честно. Это было бы круто. Не знаю, это круто. Крутая штука. Вот что это такое?
Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Lumos. Velio.
Вот что это такое? Как это использовать?
Revelio. Lumos. Leviosa.
Привет! С Новым годом! С Новым годом!
Incendio. Accio.
Фиг знает, короче, что это такое. Ладно, хрен с ним, пошлите дальше. Ой. Да, из этой серии. Что я, блядь, сделала? Я ничего не поняла, но очень интересно. Так, хрен с ним. Можно мне это? Отцепись от меня. Ладно, я буду ходить задом. Окей. Боком, задом. Ладно. Это какой-то челлендж нахер. Я не знаю, что это было, короче, но это, ну да. Это круто. Так, нам надо Себастьян. Нам нужен Себастьян. Привет, Себастьян. Я тут, я пришла. И чё?
Sebastian,
Подвисает.
there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Ну, давайте мы не будем
I've never
говорить.
even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point.
Так, мы, походу,
might need
набираем
it.
свою тройку
So,
людей, которые будут
why
с
were you
нами
looking for me?
I need
спасать
to
мир.
find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him.
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the
Ага.
restricted section.
Нам
And
надо
I
попасть в запретную
Meet me
секцию,
outside
да.
the library
Как мы
tonight
помним, то, что
and
там
tell
какая-то
no one.
штука, которая нам нужна. Так.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one,
Мгм.
avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Ну, Пивз, да.
How
Как мы
concerned
помним
should I
по
be
всем
about the
книгам,
librarian?
Пивз
Madam
это
Scribner doesn't take
такая
kindly to
тварь,
clandestine
вот
activities taking
прям
place amongst her precious books.
подсирала.
So do all
Да?
that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Окей.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Вот если бы не этот глаз, который, блин, он меня раздражает, честно. Он меня дико раздражает, то, что вот эти очки, блин, с этим глазом, блин, фу-фу-фу. Мне не нравится. Так. Тут есть что-нибудь интересное?
Revelio.
Ну, вроде бы... нет. Ну, ладно. Сейчас будем чудить, творить. Будем творить всякую хуйню.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I
Надо,
can be
вот я
sneaky.
знала то, что
Let's
надо
go.
купить то
Hold
зелье
on now.
невидимости. Я прям
There's a
знала.
spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light,
Мгм.
just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells,
О, мантии, блин,
spells are
раньше
free.
вот как
Give
это,
it a try.
версия по Гарри Поттеру, да? Так, ой, так, ладно. Не отвлекаемся, не отвлекаемся. Поехали. Так, нам надо... Куда нам ее впихнуть? Ага. Насколько долго? Пу, да. Понятно. Ладно, окей. Так, надо нажать Т. Так, так. Вот. Нам надо его запихать куда-нибудь. Давайте пока вместо люмуса, да? Вместо люмуса. Окей.
Quietly now.
Так. Потихонечку, потихонечку.
Past. Librarian's still here. Quick, goodbye.
За какой шкаф, блин?
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract,
Ну,
I get the
блин,
key.
логично,
Understood.
зачем нам ключ.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Так, ладно. Мы по тихой грусти идем.
Is someone there? The library is no place for larking about.
Блин.
Out at once. Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Попробуем еще раз. Блин! Ладно, ладно. У нас все получится. Нет, так-то круто. Круто, круто, круто. Надо как-то придумать, что не попасться. Надо придумать. Единственная проблема для меня на данный момент — это долгая загрузка. Я не люблю долго грузиться. Ну, не без этого проблема, как говорится.
Going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Так.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Так, надо немножко осмотреться. Так.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Так, окей. Куда нам? Ага, надо спуститься. Окей. Пш-пш-пш-пш. Я только слышу. Пш-пш-пш. Так. Оставайтесь незамеченным, используйте основное, чтобы позвонить вас. Ага.
Ghost. Don't let her see you.
Ага. Так. Как бы нам...
If you're a mortal, you best turn back.
Тут никого нет, тут никого нет.
Surely. Wander in the restricted section.
Блин,
At
ай!
this hour.
Пробуем еще раз. Черт. Надо было как-то поаккуратней, что ли. Чё так много призраков, а? Вот что такое, а? Вот охотников, блин, на вас не хватает.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Judge home by its cover, say.
Да я поняла уже.
Ghost. Don't let her see.
Так.
You aren't supposed to be here. If you are here. Can't you
Бля.
leave us to waft about in peace? Out of here with you.
Надо какое-нибудь место такое... Надо прям по-быстрому это все делать. Надо все по-быстрому делать. И у них локации постоянно разные. Вот это вот самое поганое.
Silent as a grave.
Да. Понятно.
Listen. Should be in the clear now. It's gone from the boundaries.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for
На
a
всякий
cure to help my
случай, ну
twin sister,
нахер.
Anne. She can return. Merlin knows everyone else is given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
Oh, everyone. St. Mungo. I can research on my own. You need to concern yourself with that right now. Just on what you... Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
Ты пошел ты нахер.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Много книг всяких фи-фи-фи. Так, это прям по древности, я так понимаю, да? Так. Что-то полезное все-таки для нас есть. Ух ты.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. Don't get
Ну,
caught.
блин, ну вот, блин.
Thieves don't
I'm
do...
going to
Что делаем?
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that?
Не
I
знаю.
like having friends who are in my debt. Now
Окей.
go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
Так,
I know
ладно.
just
У
the
нас есть...
spell to repair this hole.
Ну и чё?
Incendio. Here.
Что мне с ними делать? Использовать нельзя.
Leviosa. I should use Reparo on this broken armor.
А, репара. Блин. У меня есть... У меня же есть... Стой. Я туда нажала. Так, репара. Где у меня репара? Вот у меня репара. Надо только поменять.
Reparo.
Где? Так, починился, хорошо. Возвращаем. Я про репара я забыла, честно. Бу. Фига себе запретная
Of
секция.
course. Traces of ancient magic. Must be more to this room. That's it.
Ну, конечно же. Как же иначе? Прикольно.
Where might this lead?
Ну, в принципе, я не удивлена, потому что на этом строится весь сюжет. Мгм. В принципе, нам тогда сейчас не надо все вот эти вот невидимости и так далее.
Reparo.
Ага, ничего, да?
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Какую ту? Вы видите что-нибудь? Какую руну?
Leviosa. Wonder if I can hit the rune with a spell. Accio.
Да не приближайся ты так, господи. Так, у нас еще есть люмус.
Lumos.
И ничего. Ой, мы не будем здесь Мы будем здесь сражаться, ясно. Ага.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Что это? Вау! Так, ваша способность использовать для внимания накапливается после успешной атаки и получения урона. Угу. 10 попаданий. Еще одни стражи. что это такое? Ой. Ой. Какие приколюхи. Понятно. Это надо делать быстро.
This must be the way forward. To where?
Угу. Угу. Не, надо понять, куда... Надо понять. Надо понять, что надо делать. Хм. Ага. Так, и чё? Твою медь, а. Там прыгать надо. Правильно? И ни хера. Ой. О. А ведь мне не туда надо. Очень непонятно. Очень интересно. И что я должна сделать? Нифига.
Nearly there. Let's keep my wits about me.
Какое хладнокровие, блин, если у меня нихуя не получается. Я не понимаю, что от меня хотят. Да что ты? И здесь ни хера нету. Нет, не допрыгиваю. Не допрыгиваю.
Lumos.
Вон они. А если...
Revelia.
Вон сундуки какие-то, которые мне нахер не нужны. Нет, не допрыгнула. Угу. Ну, блин! Я в прошлый раз это делала, блин, у меня ни хера не получилось. Жесть какая, блин. Что за наебалово? Ой, мы сейчас будем биться. Я так не хочу биться. Так. Люмус 3 раза. Акцию 4 раза.
Potato.
Блять. Да ёперный театр, у меня жизни не хватает уже. Блин, я про G вообще забыла нахрен.
Is a book after all.
Ну, не бывает все просто так. Ага. Я, блин, кофе все не допью, нет. Это кто? Это кто? А у меня вон, видишь? Видишь, как красиво? Да, тише сделай. Тише. Ну тогда иди. Так, ладно, этого дядьку я теперь знаю. Цветочки. Так, я так понимаю, то, что мне скоро надо будет идти. Мгм. Ладно. А, что это? Что это значит?
You wanted to see me, Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year.
Мгм.
I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganell, when we spoke yesterday, you asked about beautiful swirls you saw years ago when you visited your hammer.
I recognized you all immediately. Thank you.
We're glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insisted on my imagination.
А,
Мама,
Certain.
ага.
It was not your imagination.
Percival,
это потом.
Professor Rackham,
Монеты,
conceiving too.
мама,
But we've never known of another
Видишь,
who
там
could.
тетя говорит.
Don't understand.
Да, Супермен.
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic.
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient.
То есть это прям
So if
давно-давно
I
было,
can
да?
see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morgana.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, I must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select
Мгм.
such that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Что-то здесь не так, какая-то взаимосвязь с этой девочкой. Походу, она все-таки что-то сделала. Что-то, блин, произошло, походу.
Have to use Accio to get to Sebastian.
У нас проблемы.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly, detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. Someone has coerced you. I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
Скажет, не скажет.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Да, мы перед ним теперь реально в долгу.
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Так, опять я не туда нажимаю. Нам надо вот это. Нам нужны книжки. Ой, может, не надо прятаться, да?
This must be Cressida's
Сегодня
diary.
хороший день, пока
I'd
Гаррет
want this
не
back too if I were her.
прогуливался. Хм. Понимаю. Не повезло, не фартануло. Ну-ка, давайте быстренько сделаем это. Доп. Задание. Блин. О, я книжку нашла. Книжку. Книжка! Куда она делась? Фига себе она летать. Так. А сколько нам надо? Я не помню.
That's the last book. Now to
Всё,
take them back to
отлично.
Cressida.
Теперь мы можем как бы спуститься спокойно, побежать. Так, сначала сюда. Вот доебалась так это. Мира, отстань от кота. А, это не то. Я тогда не буду. Ау, дочь. Отстань от кота. Так. Так, ну что?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... big. A visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Ой.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Верно.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the
I
map.
want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're
Вот и
gone.
новое приключение.
Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Окей. Ой, не сюда, да. Не сюда. Так, ну давайте. Ой.
It's time
Вон
to
он.
prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Угу. О,
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you
Это
about
этот?
Rookwood and Harlow,
Нет?
and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
И нам надо вот сюда, да? Карта мира. Лягушки — это небольшое сообщество. Да-да-да-да-да-да-да. Угу.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and
Как
then
много
proceed to see
заданий,
me in my
блин.
classroom.
С чего начать-то? Так, стоп. Давайте-ка посмотрим, что у нас по снаряжению задания. Одна задача. Так, найти занятия по травологии. А где она? Бежим, 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 бежим. Бежим, 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 бежим. Так.
Any luck finding my diary and the rest of my...
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well,
Какое
lesson
вознаграждение,
learned.
блин.
I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
Ну, тут да.
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want
Так,
anyone
теперь
but me reading.
задание, 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 задание. Уклоняйтесь от атак врагов, используя кувырок. Ага. Так. Мы то задание еще не сделали.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Блин, заклинаний много, а вот это не разблокировано. Основное заклинание, заклинание протега. Остолбеней. А-а-а. Постоянно приходится переключать, это, конечно, не очень удобно.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Прикольно.
The moth! I should have seen that.
Так, теперь побочное задание сделали. Чуть-чуть осталось до 12-го, правильно? Скрещенные палочки, тренировка комбинаций. Ну, так же проще. Ой, ладно.
Wearing Punja's onion again.
Задание начать. Так. Я понимаю то, что вот сейчас для меня пока то, что я не привыкла, это сложновато. А, блин, а что
Morning,
дальше
Professor
ждёт?
Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
О, как это мило.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bong.
Какая милота.
Now then, Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and patch out the soil!
Прикольно. Жесть.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
Я только хотела сказать то, что они
I'm
столько
very
бабок
sorry
по-любому,
about
блин.
that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
Столько бабок
Splendid work,
вливают в
everyone.
постоянный ремонт, а потом я вспомнила то, что это волшебная школа.
Now for our
Нормально.
next task, we'll be planting dittany
Надо с
to
ним
our potting
поговорить.
tables.
Мы можем
You can all
поговорить?
get
Ты на меня
started.
обиделся?
I need to have a brief
Чёрт.
word with our new...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. Second best time is now.
Wonder if he...
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Ну ладно, давайте поговорим.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
Ну, мне
kind
реально
of you.
понравилось. Мне
It seems you're
смешно.
already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest
Может,
them
мне в жизни
later.
пригодится.
Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit
Ну,
of
конечно, я не
magic,
волшебник,
they
но
will take
вдруг...
time to grow.
Так,
Fancy
я
roses.
хотела бы, знаете, что сделать? Я хотела бы отойти буквально на минуту, налить себе кофе. Вот, поэтому, где у меня? Вот у меня. Так, поэтому я сейчас на данный момент включаю для вас музыку. Читайте.
I just wanna run away. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. Into pieces I fall when I collect myself. You better let go. Stuck in the flames of my soul. When I'm out myself, you better pray for help. Don't have shot. Level it up, level it up. Welcome to my heart.
Ну, пришлось мне чуть, прям на полминутки побольше. Так, ладно, мы продолжаем. Так, у нас на данный момент... Что на данный момент? Время. Просто я стараюсь...
Italy's restorative properties make it a vital
Так, нам
ingredient
надо
in the
самбоген, да?
Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Будет готово через 9 минут. 10 минут, точнее. А у меня есть? У меня нет.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. Cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. He's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself.
Blah, 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 blah.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Toss the cabbage.
Это как? Так, удерживайте этап, нажмите, чтобы открыть.
Look at that. I was hoping they can get their mouths on. Mum plugged the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming. They left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Я зависла. Ладно.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such.
Во время драки любые
You can't be
предметы
above throwing a
хороши.
cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has
Особенно
more of
если ты
them
не
if you're
вывозишь.
keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ой, тут тоже что-то интересное есть, да? Блин, красиво тут везде, конечно.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything.
В
Do you
жизни
come
у
by
меня не
for a chat
получается
sometime?
ухаживать так
I
за
so enjoy
растениями.
checking in with my new students.
Так, занятие закончилось. Окей.
Like anything, we must first understand it. Goes for plants as friendship,
Чё, пусть у меня останется запас, да?
as in the great.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Хм. Ну, действительно. Не лень. Так, задание. Так. Поехали дальше.
A beginner's guide.
Ну, открой. Так, я куда-то не туда пошла, да? Ага, я не туда пошла.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry got to school.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Итак,
I bet he knows more than he's
зелье
letting on about the
варенье,
Goblin Rebellion.
которое распоряжение. Угу. Вот это уже интересно. Залезла такая, блин, к этому.
Revelio.
Что это такое? Одна монетка. Так, тут ничего нет, тут ничего нет. Ой, извините. Ну, ладно.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Угу.
You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion.
Ну,
Mr.
полезная вещь.
Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. Never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Угу.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Прикольно. Прикольное управление, мне нравится.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Так, ну давайте выполнять задание. Соберите яйца, соберите мед.
My parents considered keeping confidence.
Да.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Нет.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Нет.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else
Ну,
out.
да молодец. Нечего тут, блин, во всяком дерьме просить. Так. Так. А чё? Не. Сорян.
Your potion station's organ proficiency in potions are two things that
Где он?
brushed. Patience and be thorough.
Так, поехали. Так, сварите зелье, используйте разблокированный рецепт.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed
Будем
to be...
стукачить? Блин, не будем.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Now, Mr. Weasley.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Ну, классно. Я к тебе подошла, ты не хотел со мной
I
разговаривать?
brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Что теперь?
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply...
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time at...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion...
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant.
Thought for certain you'd have helped.
I'm glad I avoided trouble. Sharp certainly seemed upset with you.
His bark's worse than his bite. I think deep down he respects my artistic spirit.
Давай.
Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day.
Да?
Best be off.
Это какой
Next
цвет?
time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Молодец. Сейчас я открою упаковочку. Держи. Тебе столько хватит? Тебе хватит? Все?
Все.
А это на место уберешь, хорошо? Иди сюда. На место. Хорошо? Все, иди. Так, теперь опять задание. Так. Ну, давайте побочные сделаем. Так. А почему я не пользуюсь, к примеру? Почему я не пользуюсь? Так, карта. Я вот здесь, да? А мне надо сюда. Проще так, чем бегать. А где зеленый? Не знаю. Ну, доставай. Так, используйте капсулу, чтобы сделать привязку к цели, против которых вы хотите использовать комбинацию, или если передвижение определенного врага сложно отследить. Виснет. Подвисает немножко. А, ух ты! Да? Ну, убирай на место. Понятно. Так, хочу потренироваться.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Я же нажала.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Окей. Так. Ау. 4, 3, 2.
Excellent form.
Так.
Nicely done.
Так, теперь новое. На, Мира, Мира. А это на место. На. Это черный, да? Черный.
Это черный.
Да. Так, 4 удары, 3, 4. Ой. Понятно. Четыре. Так, 3, 2, 3, 2. Раз, два, 3, 4, 3, 3. Ну я же нажала. Восстановление еще идет, представляете?
Next time, perhaps.
Да, да, да.
You'll get it.
Все, восстановилось. 4, 3, раз, два, три, 4, 3. Что такое? Да?
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Так, тренировка заданий выполнена. Задание обновлено.
Hello, Lucan.
Так,
Is the
финальный
final round
раунд.
of crossed wands ready?
Big
Мы
match
пассивки
today.
делаем.
It all comes down to
Они
this.
все равно
The moment
взаимосвязаны.
that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Ну, давайте.
I certainly am.
Brilliant.
Энтузиазма у
feeling on a
меня
partner?
никакого, как всегда.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Блин, 4 против 2 неинтересно. Так. Красный-красным.
Come on.
Так, теперь ты. Что, все? Нет, не все?
You're better than that.
Is that all you've got?
Угу, дочь.
I could never dream.
Yeah.
What a victory! You won the tournament!
Угу. Иди.
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
I'm flattered,
Поскромничаем.
but I don't deserve such an honor.
Come now, you're the undisputed winner. You should revel in your accomplishment. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my
Действительно.
schoolwork.
Надо
Wonder how
этим
my
заняться.
herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Так. Опять задание. Ага, мы не все выполнили, да? Блин, кувырок. Я забыла про кувырок. Можем еще раз? Ой.
You can't be beat, can you?
Блин. Ну, ладно. Тогда что? У нас остается тогда только основное задание.
Revelio.
Нигде ничего нет. Ну, ясно. Пойдемте изучать. Да, здесь я была. Кувырок, кувырок. Да.
Revelio.
Понял, принял. Ой. Они нам нужны. Что это? Не действует, да? Понял, принял. Есть еще что-нибудь? О, там есть эти. Я думаю, они... Все, опять. Подвисает. Тут есть добавочные задания всякие. Чувак, сорян.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Как я должна
Diving
это
into
сделать?
the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Don't do that. You could hurt someone.
Попала, не попала, блин. Ну, я даже не знаю. Что-то я как-то не хочу туда идти, если честно. Еще какая-то хрень. Если я, к примеру, доберусь до туда, то я не смогу использовать, да, ее?
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
А как нырнуть-то? О, сказать. Да ну нахер, блин. Ну, тогда потом. Тогда точно потом. Ячеек мало? Очень неудобно. О. Это полезная, наверное, вещь. Гном-гномыч.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Потом. О. Мы, в принципе, можем тогда продать.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Так.
What do you have for sale?
Давайте посмотрим, что можно.
What can I help you with today?
Так, зелье. Так.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Блин, даже не знаю. Ну-ка, надо посмотреть сейчас.
Hope to see you again sometime.
А, снаряжение. Так. М. А. Так, сейчас буквально секундочку. Так. Так. Ой, там же рукоятки появились. Прочная рукоятка, вырезанная из стальной меди. Рукоятка с кольцеобразным дизайном. Они хоть что-нибудь дают? Просто для красоты? М. Так, теперь мы можем, в принципе, мы можем с ним поговорить.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What
Взглянуть
do you have for
товары.
sale?
Товари.
What can I help you with today?
Теперь мы можем... Невозможно. Все остальное оставим.
Hope to see you again sometime.
Да. Теперь мы можем выполнить вот это задание.
It's far.
Где? Ага. Пойдемте искать, выполнять задание. Давай, скорее. Не то. Ослепительная мантия. Шляпа какая-то. Вон еще есть. О, нашли.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Так, все. Сейчас, получается, продадим. Побежали.
Trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Ага, конечно.
Hello,
Без
Grace.
особого.
I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Ага, буду знать.
Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving.
Сейчас не до этого немного.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. Portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise
Ей
explain.
можно, я думаю.
I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Mattibilliland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations.
Секунду.
Taking him down
Блин,
would
на
cripple
паузу
Rookwood's
нельзя нажать.
entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Так.
What's going on here?
Сейчас мы будем незнакомке помогать, блин. Сначала
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Мира, ты чего там кричишь?
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Так.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with?
Блин, я что-то забыла, то что надо сначала
Hope to see you
снаряжение
again
зайти.
sometime.
Так, снаряжение. Предметы для рук. 51, 44. А это можно будет обновить. Тогда вот эту оставим, а это оденем. Для квиддича уберем. Так, аксессуар для лица. Нового ничего нет вроде бы. Головные уборы. Плащ. Так.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Да.
What do you have for sale?
Можно как-то это пропустить.
What can I help you with?
Вот это продать. И вот это продать. Мы накопили
Hope to see you
достаточно
again
денежки.
sometime.
Пошлите теперь помогать, блин, что делать? Задание такое есть. Блин, не люблю вот эти задания все.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Figure the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Oh, Achilles. Life seems better.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ух ты! Ага. Прекрасно, блядь.
I'm not going anywhere.
Я же нажимаю. О!
Learn that in first year, did ya? Well, like next time. That's just fearful.
Back the ball.
That's proper people, that is. Abuse.
Я почему-то защиты нет.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Oh, we're just clumsy little fools. Amateur. You
Что происходит, блядь?
What on earth just happened? Been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Так. Надо узнать.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Так, ладно.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Ну,
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Lumos. Leviosa. Incendio.
Блин, я не знаю, что делать.
Incendio. Leviosa. Lumos.
А если... Reparo. Попробуем.
Reparo.
Conjuring fire.
Нет, все-таки
Roll?
огонь.
Incendio. Flames make the pyres sink. Incendio. Reparo. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
All three of
Мгм. И надо подойти же близко, получается.
How beautiful!
Интересно. Так, ладно. У меня тут свои мысли на данный счет.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Да мне тоже. Время уже
And do be careful out here. Now, needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ого.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Сэр Николас.
I never thought
Что мы зайти в дом должны?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Так, карта. Карта Хогвартс. Ладно, можем. Карта Хогвартс. Можем сюда как раз переместиться. В принципе, как-то все непонятно пока. Непонятно, но очень интересно. Так, что там? Это касаемо чего мне такое пишут? Ой, ладно. Так, ну ладно. Нам надо... да? Нам надо наоборот.
Handy resource indeed.
Да, согласна. Что это очень полезная вещь. Прикольно. Здесь я еще не гуляла, получается. Какое освещение интересно. Ой, а что так зависло? И куда это я пошла? Я не хочу сюда. Чего ждать? Получить доп. Задание? Ой, блин,
Were you
нет.
calling me, Gareth?
I was hoping you might want to redeem yourself for not having brought me that Fupa feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Опять.
Where do you find the time for this and your homework?
I've plenty of time for both. Been managing for years. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar? Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. Passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Didn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Не включается. Ой, можно я не буду этого делать?
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
А сегодня мы с тобой пойдем в магазин. Обожаю в кавычках.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a
Я
moment.
видела там это летающую.
Revelio.
Тут вроде бы... Я их наконец-то вживую увидела, блин. Ну, давайте поговорим.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Ай.
Wait, how do you know about the book and that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Какой великодушный. Гуляем, да? С дядей гуляем. Ой.
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
Дай-ка,
a small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Маме больно. Да иду, я иду.
I beg your pardon? Roast beef? Rotten roast beef?
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Oh, I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the household. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast.
Тихо. Аккуратно, Донь.
In the kitchen.
Never will understand
What could they want?
students. And found themselves a bit peckish likely. You know how
It's Rookie's job.
Так, следовательно, я должна где-то найти, наверное, где-то вот здесь, да? Ага. Звук уровня 2.
Smells glorious in here.
Да, согласна, но нам надо найти протухшее. Какие-то монетки нашла.
Revelio. Oh, there's a disgusting smell. Oh, I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely. But what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind. There's nothing that lifts Finky's spirits more than the company of students. We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back anytime you please.
Что ты хочешь? Тик-так? Нет, нельзя, Донь, тик-так. Вон у тебя планшет уже немножко зарядился.
Не надо планшета.
Ты устала планшет?
Не дала планшет.
Да?
Нет.
Может, 3 кота включить тебе?
Не
Are there any restrictions as to what you can make here?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the best luck with the many recipes left by Helga Hufflepuff.
Некоторые тоже играют в
Hogwarts
Hogwarts.
pie has always been a favourite,
Меня в
but the
друзья, которые...
newfangled Arbroath Smokies are becoming popular as well.
It
Так,
was
ну
nice to
насчет
meet you.
того, что как
Thank you for
появляется,
the
мы и
beef.
так знаем.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Подуй. Все, побежали, не будем мешать им.
I've gained a new appreciation for breakfast.
Согласна. Понятно. Оно нам не нужно. Попьем. Поедим, попьем. И текаем.
Finky keeps all us house elves in line here in the kitchen. It's all right. She's the kind-hearted sort.
Понял, принял.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf of you. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those
Вот
pages.
манипулятор, а?
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
terribly sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
What am I supposed to do when we meet the hunt?
Allow me to do the talking. They can be a rather supercilious lot. I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you, however, in no small part due to the rotten roast beef you'll come bearing.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. Won't regret it.
Скажи здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Все, молодец. Скоро вместо меня будешь здороваться такими темпами, да?
Да.
Да? Все.
Все.
Озвучка такая огненная. Что это такое? Что за рассылки пошли? Очень странно, что мне приходят какие-то очень странные сообщения. Доченька, давай-ка туда. Хорошо? Не туда?
Не туда.
Понятно. Ой, смотри.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsed. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time.
Уже сколько времени, да, прошло?
Wherever he may be.
Сколько лет. Вот. И все пытается.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. And this party would be complete.
Не угадал ты, короче.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Сейчас dam.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite. Yeah.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
Ну, что ж, мне придется отойти. Вот. Я вот не знаю. Время уже много, поэтому я на данный момент все-таки отойду. Потому что надо еще некоторые дела сделать, да?
Нет.
Нет?
Нет.
Или да?
Да.
Поэтому спасибо вам большое за просмотр. Мы обязательно еще сегодня продолжим. Не пропустите, ставьте уведомления. Мы сегодня продолжим. Вдруг там сегодня какая-то опять будет драка. Так что всем спасибо, что были со мной. Всем пока-пока.